Hello everybody, Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is we bring about conversations of a pro wrestling nature, and we get over 2,600 of these. This is the AEW Rampage review for the 15th of April 2022. John Moxley, Bryan Danielson, Wheeler Yuta with William Regal defeat the Gunn Club in 9 minutes 4 seconds. Regal comes out, sits down to do commentary. Yuta starts with Austin, and the crowd immediately is chanting for him. The crowd chants for the Guns at a later point. Then we get into an avoided dropkick and lock on an Indian deathlock. Then Danielson comes in, continues working over Colton's leg, twisting and adjusting it in ways that aren't very kind, if you're him anyway. Billy Gunn comes in, Danielson avoids his splash in the corner, and then there's a bunch of kicks laid in. Running dropkick in the corner, Billy comes out of the corner, hits a back elbow, and the show goes to break. Anyway, back from the break, Colton comes, gets off a rough dropkick from Danielson, and then Austin gets tagged, charges in, step over toe hold, and Austin goes head first into the middle turnbuckle. Moxley then gets a hot tag and destroys everyone. He drops Colton with a half and half suplex, takes over Austin, goes into a back elbow. Moxley then hits a superplex on Colton, then DDTs both Younger into things at once. Billy then gets tag in, nails a lariat, 360 self from Billy Gunn. Yuta tags in, hits a top rope crossbody for near fall, Bushido knee, and Colton, Billy Gunn takes out Danielson and Moxley with a double clothesline for their trouble. Billy's alone with Yuta. Billy hits a Cobra Clutch slam on Yuta, but only gets a near fall there. Billy sets up the Famouser, but Yuta dodges it and rolls up Billy with an Akana roll and a bridge, getting the 3 count. Decent enough opener. Sean Spears is on commentary for the next match. And then the Butcher defeats Baron Brown. Butcher destroys him in 48 seconds. And then Butcher comes off with a dropkick. Butcher doesn't sell the dropkick, as it were. And then Dustin Butcher nails a powerbomb, getting a pin in 49 seconds. Dustin Rhodes has a promo backstage. He knows the feud with Lance Archer isn't over. Rhodes has other business. Challenges CM Punk for a match next week. It says the match is on a bucket list. The crowd booed because the challenge was made for Dynamite, but Rhodes recovered nicely in the promo. Ruby Soho defeats Robin Renegade. Owen Hart Foundation Cup deal here. Soho tries a handstand in the corner, locking on Renegade to hand scissors, but Renegade escapes and kicks Soho in the head. Renegade then hits a reverse chin lock, locking in, and the show goes for another split screen. Then Soho hits a backdrop suplex on Renegade and a clothesline. Crowd is behind Soho, and Soho catches Renegade with a head scissors in the corner again, and dropping on the floor. And then the referee tends to Soho with the rake of the eyes. Robin's twin sister Charlotte comes out, sneaks into the ring, and Soho manages to come back, hits a no future on Charlotte, but she rolls out of the ring. Robin sneaks back in on the other side. Robin catches Soho from behind with a cradle and near fall. Soho hits the original person with a neck breaker, and then gets the win. CM Punk vs. Dustin Rhodes is official for Dynamite on Wednesday. Rampage card, Daniel Garcia, Eddie Kingston, and the TBS Championship, Cargill against Marina Shafir. Then we go to the main event, which, I don't know, seems really long. Anyway, so 20 minutes and 7 seconds is the length of the match. Mark Henry called biggest match in Rampage history during the main event promo. And then ring announcer, then Justin Roberts clarified the rules. Knockout or submission. Cole and Paige both wear jeans instead of trunks. Paige throws chairs in the ring before the match starts. Both guys started with chairs and take wild swings at each other. Paige catches Cole in the back. They go to the floor. Cole gets a chair, but it gets kicked into his head. Paige continues dominance. Paige then gets a beer from a fan, which was in an aluminum bottle. Paige gets hit in the head with it, or Paige hits Cole in the head with it and takes a drink. Then we go to Cole. Then goes into the ring. Paige starts top of the opponent. Paige then goes to the top with a chair, and then hits a moonsault and into Cole. And then it looks like Cole's supposed to kick the chair into Paige's face and mistime spot, but then actually takes international because Paige hits a moonsault on the second try. Paige then sends Cole head first to the chair, wedged between the buckles. Cole is then bloodied on the floor, but then makes it to his feet before 10 count. Paige then drops on the floor and continues to dominate the show. And then there's a split screen from there. We move to Cole countering a suplex on the split screen on the floor. Finally gets a bit of a return there. Cole then hooks up a chain to the top rope, uses it literally to clothesline Paige. Cole sets up a pair of chairs. Cole then throws tops the chairs back first out, and then his fireman's carry. Paige drops on the floor and then throws more chairs in the ring. Cole catches Paige with a boot and then goes for the Panama Sunrise, but Paige counters into a Deadeye. Cole then hits his feet at a 9 and rolls back in. Cole takes Paige to the top rope, and then Paige then fights out and takes Paige out with a fallaway slam. And then there's a "This is awesome" chant. And ultimately, then there's a buckshot, but and then grabs the jeans, keeping him in the ring. Paige then sets down across Cole on his own chair, and they start exchanging shots. Paige then uses his belt to tie Cole to the top rope. Paige then finds a chair with barbed wire under the ring, threatens to use the chair, but then puts the chair down, and Cole low blows him. Cole then runs the ropes and leverages Paige with another lariat. Paige then pulls some of the barbed wire off the chair and wraps it around his arm. Cole then hits super kick and Paige rolls out on the apron. Cole then goes for a Panama Sunrise on the apron, but Paige strikes back with a barbed wire lariat. Paige then goes barbed wire on Cole's head and puts Cole through the table on the floor with the Deadeye. Puts Cole away for the 10 count. I don't know. Kind of falls flat. Match is long. It's decent, but it's inconsequential. And I think Adam Cole could be used in a better or at least more consistent way. But anyhow, we'll be back with more right after this.